This is a pretty hard screw to get at. If you have a ratchet, that would be awesome. Or you can use a number 8 wrench to open that up. So go ahead and take that screw out. Once you've removed those screws, lift up on the heating element and pull it slightly out. You can see there's a hook here, and it hooks in to that little opening there. Okay, now you're gently going to remove the heating element. Now you're ready to put the heating element back in. You can see back here the vent, and that is where the hot air goes into your dryer. Okay, so we're going to take the heating element and we're going to put it back here and line it up inside of that hole. Now we're going to put this clamp back on the side, and you'll see it's going to fit in, and you're going to pull it down. Now you're going to put that screw back in here and go ahead and tighten that screw. Now you have that screw secure. Now it's time to hook up your heating element. Remember, we put tape on these, so the ones closest or furthest, closest to you, go ahead and put those on the heating element. Slide it over, slide that one over. Then you're going to come here, the next set of wires. We're going to put this on your recycling thermostat. There, and here, and last but definitely not least, we're going to now hook up the thermal fuse. You can take the tape off if you take them too close to each other. Go ahead and slide that back on. And it doesn't matter if you have the red on top or the red on bottom, the black on top or the black on bottom. Same here. And on this particular model, the same here. Just make sure you get the correct set of wires on to each of these connectors. Now we're going to reinstall the cover and just get it lined up. It's easy if you get it lined up on this first hole here. Okay, go ahead and get that screw in. There's a variety of screwdrivers or sockets that you can use. Okay, now you're going to put a screw in this hole here, come down here, and you're going to put these 2 screws in here. So go ahead and do that now. So now you've put the screws back in. Okay, your next step is to put this cover back in. And you got to be careful that you don't pinch any wires. You just need to work it in there. Just work that in there until it gets in. Sometimes they go in easy and sometimes they don't. Okay, finally got mine in. And then you're going to see these 2 little hooks here. Put them in and go ahead and put the screw back in here. So now you've put the screws back in. Okay, your next step is to put this cover back in. And you got to be careful that you don't pinch any wires. You just need to work it in there. Just work that in there until it gets in. Sometimes they go in easy and sometimes they don't. Okay, finally got mine in. And then you're going to see these 2 little hooks here. Put them in and go ahead and put the screw back in here. The next step is to replace the blower motor or the lint filter housing. There's a little clip here, and you're going to rest the bottom on here. Okay, and get this lined up. Give it a little push. There you go. And you're going to put the screws back in here. There's one here, and there's one on the other side. Go ahead and put those screws in. Step is to replace this cover plate. You're going to get these little clips lined up in these squares and give it a good push. There you go. The next step is to put this plate back on, and you're going to get that lined up with this screw, and this screw. Once you've done that, go ahead and plug your dryer back in and see if your dryer's working. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you don't mind, like and subscribe.